Let's see. Continuing where we left off. I kinda wanna save the girl for later because there's no need to have a healer. 2 healers at once. There's kinda no need. And she can always come back later. There's a place to go to level up pretty fast. And I mean particularly fast. To get into the 20s. So let's see. She's gotta get replaced with somebody. The question is who should be replaced. Really rather tough decision that is. Obviously these 2.
I knew you would choose me.
Because between these 3. One has to make it to the certain arcs. Cause he can make it all the way to the ice play. I kinda need him more for AoE. So he'd be much better for the first part. And then after we get Jessica and Angela, she can come in. And maybe after taking the Cordy, it comes back in and we just... And then somehow he comes back. Even though they kinda all got a pretty good amount of screen. Actually his screen time is okay. Torticolis won't be in the end. Okay, so it's gonna be him first.
We will be victorious. I shall see to it.
Don't be a stranger.
Those we don't F around this much when it comes to switching abilities at all. It's usually a silly idea. But he has his best staff, so he's good. Sure, more X-ray wouldn't hurt. Spell damage is funny. And he's gonna be our hardest hitter. We absolutely need him to hit hard. We need his bazoom to save the day.
Hey, watch out. Cheers.
Low on money.
Be lucky.
Mages don't have to worry about switching money because they just don't really have to. They become a different type of support. It could be very beneficial for the entire team. You could stay that way from start to finish. We are going to get one other little thing to speed things up. Skills alright. Let's see. Sultry Dan drop in defense. Technically, she'd be responsible for that. I guess if I had another skill, I'd probably throw it on her. But I kinda sorta don't. Like, not really. We don't need another Kazap user. Ring of Ruin, however, is gonna be essential. No, wait, it's the other skill that's more essential. Actually, I take it back. Ring of Ruin will come in handy. We'll make it worth something. I'm not gonna worry about tension just yet. She can possibly level 20 before it's too late. We're not entirely sure. We might have to go around to take care of business. What's this one? Hey, you don't have to worry about spell resistance. Yeah, Yep, I think he's gonna be stuck as a mage for the entirety of the game. Rigor does have value to it. And we're not gonna mess with the quick fire, maybe, but it's just I don't want the bot using it. These are just the best move they have right now, not much you can do about it. It's a spell, but it's also not really something we can use. So he'll be through the part of going through the one place. Give me a second. Okay. We got a plan. We just we need Cesar's help to get through the Great Divide, I guess is what it's called? Yeah, Great Divide. Desdemona can harmlessly assist in the, after that. And then maybe somewhere in the Dark World, Tornico will... Yeah, Tornico's gonna be with, Kirill and Elena, because, we're gonna need a second healer, truthfully, in that fight. Because Kirill may not even be healing. We're gonna have someone else doing it. It's the only good option to keep him, around, present, and maybe doing something else. But Tornico for in-game, yeah.
Use it. Focus. Always.
The hard part is getting, whatchamacallit. Kinda wish I had put her into, like, thieving. Because she would have came in handy, too. Actually, we can do that kind of grinding when we get, whatchamacallit. Once we get Angelo. That's what will have to happen. Equipment-wise, there's only a couple of stuff worth getting. It sucks that's all we have for them. I need it on him because he's gonna be our tank. And he's gonna probably be a beckoning bell, nothing we can do about that. Funny enough, we'll attempt to do the Relentless Heart on him. There's gonna be some dancing effects, so, that's gonna have to be resisted. She doesn't have to worry about that sort of thing because she can fly in the air, so she's gonna be good for a particular boss fight when it happens. We will carry poison resistances. The freezing part comes later. We will also give him golden bracers to survive a certain thing. And she has trouble healing, so we'll give her the heal slime. The patent, what was it called? I'm not really too worried about him getting poisoned, honestly, but, that's not gonna be the big issue. The big issue is gonna be the dancing thingy. That's about it, really. They all have the best possible gear they can get their hands on, honestly. I would invest in some weapons, but he's going to be here a little bit longer. And we have to try to get his ability up, because he's... magic using is going to be for in-game. Beating threats that we can't just beat defensively. We'll come across them. We don't have very much options. Alright, glad that she's actually in that angle so good. We got ourselves a combo. Now we have to stall a little bit. I mean, that's practically a screen nuke. At least for the tiny guys. Yes, see how crazy tag tricks makes a difference? With certain synergies. Got a group of spellcasters you can really keep going places. Guess the effect wear off. Cause I think that's all magic. That's gotta hurt really badly. Wrong button, but oh well. This is true to that other guy who I never could get in contact with, by the way. The guy who sort of rage quit on us. Real shame, too. I really thought about, like... I tried talking to him, honestly, and it's just like, well... There's just certain things you can't do anymore. Like, when people don't want to play anymore, that's it. And that's an unavoidable fight. Damn, he got launched pretty far on that one. That one we had to kind of fight because there are certain monsters here, and it's rare to come across certain monsters that will just attack you. Getting a Titan belt from this would be great. Can't survive another one like that. He got attracted to the other one, I think, did he? Technically he did. Had to block that one, that would have been 64 damage. Had to switch off of that. Couldn't do it in time.
Please, wake up.
I think that needed a tack trick in order to get him out of that position. Couldn't execute it in time. Well, being stopped during that attack does allow me to do that again. Wow, he dodged it.
License defeated.
He's targeting Mina. Or if that ever happens again, and I doubt it'll happen again, because that was really particular that he was going after the healer. I have to get Mina to do one of her abilities. Alright, no, we can skip a lot of this stuff, because the little guys are just not going to be fast enough to stop us. And we got to get in the spot where we can actually heal. Looks like everyone's healed up now. Go ahead and have him as a lead. See how quickly we can set up Tornado carefully while those guys are holding the off for him. Skip the content, because of course we do. You also have to be at a safe distance, but still close enough to do something. They shut up quick. They're not even dead yet. I know it seems silly not to use max tension, but we're saving it for another part. I guess what really should be doing is figuring out this show, who's close to it. No other threats I can see from. So I can just chill here. Thought we killed him already. That might have killed me from that range. Alright, the worst we have to deal with is the troll now. And the troll kind of decides a lot of things that can happen. Will we get a strength room from the troll? Now, normally you can get some quick kills if you have a particular character, like the priest with the vacuum attack. We can technically run past this. This is one of those exceptions. She makes a great runner, by the way. There are some fights that are worth skipping. Now, would a level 11 actually make it through that that difficult fight, though? I'm not sure. Guess we'll find out. We could probably afford one more level. But we'll kill him first and get a particular item that we need before we do the fight. Huh, can't survive another one like that, huh? That's usually the best way to end out of her tension attack. Get all those extra hits while being invincible. Is one of the few characters that can do that. For a nice finish. Alright, this is where Bazoom Cesar comes in. Of course, there's also Viz. Sure, more is always nice to have anyway. Are they not moving? Are they too heavy? Gotta switch on that one, that could have been nasty. Alright, how much can I do in this? Oh, I had to go ahead and chance on that. Lucky it was gonna kill me. Oh, he's dead. Multiple lava lumps. Level 14. That's good. Skip. Alright, we just took care of him. Now, most people would go through here, but we're going to just double back to one more particular place. We are going to double back in here. We need to get a particular item here. If I'm not mistaken, it's somewhere around here. Oh, we'll get this too. In this box. Yes. The first of many bonus balls. I have a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I've had a lot of fun too, actually. We might swing back here to see what kind of party pals we've unlocked. We want to get our mage up to par, as they can switch between certain weapons. We probably won't use the whip because the whip doesn't really have anything good to contribute to the team, and being that it's physical. Except for ice though, but you know, it's a debatable. Highly debatable.
Use it wisely.
Bullet Master, sure. I mean, Sizzle isn't that bad. Now I have like 2 ranged attacks now. So that's something. I even have my own case of Whoosh, but honestly, that's where lightning comes in, really.
Always.
Bonus ball is going to be popped during that boss, well, not boss fight, but that encounter. Oh, right, there was another thing too. Let's see. There was a quest.
7 rounds needs your help.
I think we're already working on it. That isn't too hard to do. That's finding one of those dudes. Yeah, we want to have something useful. We know who to kill. Oh, right, and there's an extra boss fight that we can take care of. One of those, it's like a wanted monster, but it's just off of a quest. I mean, Cesar might as well have as much as fun as he possibly can. Of course, we need to kill these things first. Did you get... Wait. Did you get games? Yes, I did get games. A lot of them were PSP games. I got something called Secret Saturdays, if anyone remembers that cartoon. Okay, this is what we need. I can't remember this thing can actually one-shot the dudes. But we gotta get him low, and then we're gonna hit him with the rock. It's gotta be one of those muddy puppet dudes. So I probably do a little quick count and see how much damage it does. The muddy guy's all the way, of course he's all the way over here. Technically that stone golem can do it too. Nothing, okay. We'll place everything on that, we just gotta figure out how much HP it has. This is always good EXP, we'll always go after these. Come on, it's just a bunch of she slimes, you silly. I forgot 110 isn't exactly that much either. Wow, a wanted zombie. Don't know if I want to mess with that. There's the mud guys. 17, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is always got to take enough, right? I think 2 of them popped it. Okay. Also, it took about 300, so I think it would have one-shotted it too. But hey, it's been a while since I've used that thing. I like the. Oh yeah, I love the PSP. Sometimes I juggle between the Game Boy Advance SP and the PSP when I'm playing. Sometimes it's really tough decision. Sometimes it depends on what I want to feel in my pocket. And before anyone says the 3DS, yes, that was an option, but I guess I'm so worried about the shoulder buttons messing up is why I don't bring it too much now anymore. Even though it's a fantastic console. Oh, fun fact, those monsters ores do carry over to New Game Plus. Not that it would really matter per se, but wow, does it really matter at that point? It's kind of a dumb little feature, but it can. Right, that's the boss I didn't take care of.
Take care.
Shows up on occasion. It's one of those bosses, though, really. I want to kill him. before we take care of this war. Shouldn't take too long. The strategy would just keep our distance and just hit him with the projectiles, that's all. And then the war. Does he give anything useful? I don't know if he even gets anything useful. Because usually you see his boss at endgame in groups. But I guess that's how progression works. Oh, I have to be close to, because I want to make sure it's a do not escape type of situation. Okay, so I can't survive that at all. One HP is exactly what I assumed they would do. But me, on the other hand, I have a different factor. I think, yeah, Cesar had that beckoning bell, so I guess it's helping a little bit. Oh boy, oh boy. I switched there. I wouldn't have had enough recovery time behind that. That still does 1 hit point. So that's based on defense. And switching characters does give them temporary bot like status, so reduced damage, cut by half. Probably the developers knew better. Alright, and that was associated within the quest. Okay, now we take care of the supposed war. Cesar's going to be leading the charge on that one. Killing as much as enemies as possible during that first wave. We could get lucky and get the tough guy tattoo, but that was for a particular build, and we don't have the sword and shield anymore, because really the sword and shield person was going to abuse the hell out of it, because they didn't really need to use like spells or anything like that. Just save meter for the counter attacks.
The 7 rounds needs your help.
You would think a skip through would also include the oh, I don't know, most of all these tasks right here, but it's okay. Oh wow, a lightning staff. I forgot how valuable that is. Well, that is actually pretty substantial. I also feel bad because I kind of wasted money getting these other staff, but that's okay. You know what? We're gonna go sell our stuff right now.
Hey, watch out.
And again, how useful is that? Let's see. Well, we need the money, so. Did we gotta spam magic? We gotta spell like, whatchamacallit. I can see us using lightning, really, repeatedly. Or I could sell that for money. Now that'd be a waste to do that. You know, I won't sell it right away. I just kind of want to just have them both, really. I mean, we're talking about just a few point difference with maximum MP. Sometimes capacity is just a bit more important. It's hard to, well, it's not really hard to explain. Sometimes, you've seen how your damage is. Capacity is just a bit more than actual power. If that power is going to actually lead to something, knocking something out completely, yeah, sure. But not yet. That lightning staff comes in handy later. Alright, we just kind of basically skip everything because we cleared the boss that was blocking the path. Gonna make sure she's the one leading because she's the only one who can get away from fights if they force us in running mode. You know, I just realized that the mage could technically knock them off the cliff real easily. If he wanted to. He does have the small one, that's all it takes, really. Oh well. No time for that. Gotta do this instead. Good. My back. He's chasing us, but he's not gonna be able to completely catch up with us. Yes, this is the only way to actually outrun all this. There are a few characters that can actually go a little bit faster. Alright, one of the hard boss fights. Skip.
Let's go. Now we're talking.
Not so bad. I'll use that when I get near one of those Mustafars. I mean, it's good. We need more of these transportation medals. Better go ahead and start hitting stuff now. Mostly good enemies here.
It tells me you're not planning on surrendering just yet.
Where's that healing item at? That's the best we can do. Only 2. I guess 2 isn't the end of the world to end up on, but it's still annoying. Is that another one? No, it's not. Right, now that I think about it, I actually have a lot of MP because of all this extra enemies to siphon off of. One more transformation medal will do. Okay, so I'm good with transformation medals. 3 is enough. We take care of the Grim guys while there's still enemies around. That was bad. Alright. That was my fault. He's over here waiting for a heal. And for those who don't know, holding the triangle button allows you to fall back down if you're in the air already. You're good. Still need a little bit more. Skip. They just want us to split up, that's all.
Now, just as you were instructed, Harmons to the center, Ingeniums to the west, Dunisians to the east.
As you wish, your radiance. The center ground will be safe with us.
This is a good playthrough. You'll see every character get a chance.
Will hold and cover the west of the battlefield.
Don, my place is with the Mobile Strike Force. I'm entrusting the Eastern Pass to your capable command.
Our job was to keep an eye on the battle as a whole and help out where we needed most.
We don't need this medal right here. We'll take the cat one. Alright, that's pretty set up. And of course. Ooh, final blow, huh? We're still in war right now, so we need to grab that little potion. It's okay that he leads, but I'm gonna lead with this. And then transition to the cat. It's gonna take 2 medals to get to point A to point B. And there's kinda no way around it. Maybe even 3.
Determined foes indeed. I rather fear I might soon find myself overwhelmed.
He's fine.
His radiator's in trouble. We have to go to him.
He's just gonna have to hold it together. He wanted this war. Oh, he won't survive another hit anyway. But we'll still do it anyway.
They will not drive us back.
Don't know how useful that's gonna be. He's gotta hit back to the center. And yes, the map is very tiny, actually. And I am getting lost.
Ah, my knights in shining armor. Never there in my hour of need.
Right, I forgot. Wrong switch. Gotta make a slight detour. They're already right here. And dead, okay. I sure do love telemarketers. If that ever happens, you just get in the air. You can slightly change the angle of that, by the way, the zoom part.
Let's go. And don't come back. And don't come back.
Very useful. A recharge is always nice. Sacrifice you. Only single target fun. It should be all gone here, unless of course I need to hit it to the top already. Guess I got tired of waiting. I'm ready to advance myself. I mean, that's a nasty group, but I'll use them as fodder for later. Of course, that cat checks me. Because of course it would. Yikes. I mean, that could end up being bad. We already have Sultry Dance activated already. I had to do a lot of extra dodging that I needed to.
I think I'm in trouble here.
Mighty here.
That butterfly spell is something that you don't see until like later on in the level, so it's actually a pretty good tag trick to get access to that early.
Let's go.
Right, the aberrant net that we can just basically troll from a distance. No, I guess we can't. We just want to get him maxed out. He's a little slow, so we can't abuse doing certain attacks against him like this. $200 damage. Only Donk is here. Everyone else is just at a distance over here for some reason. I know that I just keep getting missed out on. What is hitting him, really? What was hitting him? Something's hitting the king. Where is he at? He's just over here getting hit by something. Unless, of course, he killed it already. They're still dealing with that same zombie. It's a little zombie. It's two zombies. If he can't beat that, then I don't know what to tell you. At that point, that's a him issue. Looks like the other forces are involved in this fight, though, for once. Sometimes they're not, though. Sometimes they just wait until the very end.
We must press the advantage while it is ours.
You think you're full, too? I think we know how to use her. More enemies. What can you expect, right?
Just as I feared, their main force is being held in reserve to be deployed via Nightmare as necessary.
We're almost at it! Go on! We fight to the last man!
This must be the last one by now, right? Come on, let's finish him off. Hold on to your hat. Give it a dash. That's not left.
We're almost at 20 here. Okay, this is great. Yes, yes, I could. We possibly afford one, maybe. I got hit by a cat from the background. You know, just...
Reinforcements? Well, we've come too far to give up now.
This ain't the last of them. I leave my loincloth. Come on, let's finish this.
I see distractions.
Kinda wish I did more, but this was the best I could do, considering he had no MP. Just get on the ground already. Still alive, huh? That takes care of that. That was almost an hour.
Told you I was top of the class.
Top of the class. Wish I could skip this next fight, but unfortunately I cannot. Oh, Mina, you've been around for us already, and it's like it's almost time for you to go already, which is quite a shame. These extending car arrow things is just not really important. Best intention, sure, we'll keep it on for right now. They're a little bit conflicted. Yeah, she has to get a little bit more of this, and a little more of this. We understand deafness is important, kind of how it always has been, but like I said, she's not going to be here for much longer. Her mucusness will just peter out. Czar, he never really touches Bane because there's no point of having Bane. Coral Creep is just a very weird move that can benefit from, I mean, it can benefit. It'd be a funny move to put in. But in all seriousness, why? Bazoom is way better for what we need it to do, for its application. Yes, that could be useful. That Power Saver, yes, yes. And let's see, what stuff do I get finally? Empathy. This will come in handy in the future, so we will have that in our arsenal. Echo. Oh boy, this is it right here. This is the move that makes quite the difference. We don't need Kazap, but we will definitely keep it in mind for later because we're going to be losing our people who can get Kazap. Power Saver? Well, yes, we need Power Saver. We'll put a little bit of this in here too. save the rest for later. Alright. Well, since we won't see it too often, we'll go ahead and put the rest in deafness. And that's about it, really. Is all equipment correct? We kind of know how this fight's gonna have to go down in some capacity. Now, when it comes to actual skills, though, as far as what to replace, technically these stay at Ring of Ruin Works, and then there's a Echo. As double fireball and double energy absorption is going to be absolutely amazing, and it's just going to be a fire. That's why I didn't like the lightning thing, because it's going to end up just popping fire attacks. Lightning will come in handy in some situations, and Sizzle's just already a line strike. Two against one.
Kings of Claw and Cadaver fighting together.
Indeed, there are few faster and stronger than the King of Claw, and the King of Cadaver's spells are unstoppable.
We can't let them fight us together. We need to focus on taking one of them down.
Because I got cursed. I did not mean to do that. About to have to wait, unfortunately. Tries to go for another one after. Isn't that amazing? His AI says, okay, he's low on health, and he's going to probably heal. I need to go ahead and just pop one on him before he gets a chance. Gets another one.
If there's one thing I don't do, it's dance for free. Off with their heads.
She's not immune to the effects of the dance, but she can dance away from it and practically not be worried about it too much.
The King of Cadaver is falling apart. But be careful, everybody. He's not quite done yet.
Oh, don't listen to my timid little sister. Wallop him while the walloping's good. I'm hot stuff, huh?
Gotta wait, gotta wait, gotta wait, gotta wait.
Good, Big Bird, but your goose is just about cooked.
Don't get cocky, Carver. Something tells me he
Tried
won't go
blocking it.
quiet.
Please, wake up. Multi-hero.
Yes! One down, one to go. We'll have this wrapped up in no time.
How much damage does this tag trade do? Seems like it does a lot. Not so bad. Alright, took care of him. And now for the non-fight that I wish I could skip in the game. One of those unbeatable fights. You wouldn't think a game as great as this wouldn't have an unbeatable fight. But the only reason it's tolerant is because in New Game Plus, you can see how much damage you can actually rack up on the guy. Not that you can actually kill him or anything like that. Hell, they do one of the unbeatable boss fight where you can actually end it sooner if you could actually do the raw damage to it, which is funny. Because yeah, story reasons why that'd be a little bit intense. If you could kill it, it would avoid certain things. A certain character would be alive, and it's just like, well, and there'd be no reason to get Angelo, and because you know you wouldn't need to get the secret weapon, right? But he couldn't mention it. We only mention it if only it mattered. That's the thing. Yeah. Okay. What did I? Okay, it was a mummy. This is the unkillable boss, as far as you're concerned. There have been videos where people got close to killing this thing, but as you can imagine, it probably doesn't die. Wow, 60-something damage.
Seen one of those before. That's a Draculon, right? Yep. But this is by far the largest one I've ever come across. It's massive.
This is bad. Our troops are waiting further down the valley. If we can't stop this thing, then...
But how are we supposed to stop it? We can't even slow it down. You over there. If we don't stop Fatty here, the king will be next. We need your help. Understood. You heard him, men. Make ready to advance. For Harbor and His Majesty. Charge! Damn it. Can't even scratch this guy.
He ain't just big, he's big trouble. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh yes, the bat feeling meme.
Even the full force of the army can't stop it. What are we supposed to do?
This is psychotic. To go out there and get themselves killed.
Distance close.
Princess.
Was there like one left or something?
All of them. Dead. Their bravery will not be forgotten.
He's gonna have to document all of this, by the way. You know how much paperwork that is?
No other monster I've ever seen. I had no idea creatures like this even existed.
Of course, he could make a simple death report, just like in, oh, I don't know, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. They do pretty good death reports. Where you died at, how you died, what move killed you. Alright guys, what is your options? You just seen 2 armies dead. Even the main characters are calling out on this crazy part. Like, no, wait! Infinity World is extremely busted. You showed me a picture of that. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, at this point, I wish I had a... Actually, I do have a rubber band. I can have this thing running downward, couldn't I? Let's see. Okay, that's the wrong angle, actually. Well, I wouldn't be here to skip the cutscenes now, would I? That'd be the problem.
I will.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. My goodness. Fall.
Wake up! You can't... No!
What more can we do? We've thrown everything we have at this thing and it just keeps coming.
We can't give up. We have to try. Come on, one last charge. It's our only hope. Urgent orders from the King of Harbour. All forces are to withdraw immediately. Looks like your heroic charge will have to wait.
I want to give the King of Harbor some credit to assume that, maybe what he said probably wasn't going to stop multiple armies. Because let's be real here. He's only in charge of one army. Everyone else has their own bosses. Ingenia, he's not going to tell the queen not to do his thing and stuff like that. Or Desdemona or the king. He's responsible for his own people, and that's probably why it had to come to this point. Matter of fact, let's see. The accordions were the last people to show up, by the way. Oh my gosh, the last people were the accordions. They, it would have been scummy, but it's just like, you know, who would have honestly been mad at that point? Who? Sorry to not skip that, by the way, but I think that's a very interesting detail. It might have been seen as cowardly to not get in there and attempt to save the world, even though 2 armies have just proven that it cannot be done. At all. He could have saved those people. But he couldn't save them from the embarrassment of not jumping in, though. So it really is one of those tough decisions. Pride. This is a Toriyama game, so pride gets a lot of people killed. Pride got the world blow up multiple times. Just ask Goku. 3 times it got blown up. Alright, she wants us to go to a cold place. He gets a power up to his abilities. What time is it? Frosty Foothills. Now, normally we do a skip in order to skip all the, well, this is a skip through. Maybe I can still pull it off. It's just less, whatchamacallit. 40 powers? Ugh. Oh, we got attribute stuff, so let's see.
Use it wisely.
A second tier swoosh. A second tier sizzle. The Fool. Alright, so now we can start poisoning enemies. That might actually come in handy.
Focus.
And it's important for her to have the other one because we already have someone dropping defense already. So, a poison effect, great. Welcome addition. Wish might seem like garbage in most cases, but for this build, not so much. Do I really want to throw in Splash? Because truthfully, I don't. Tossing enemies around into each other is like the best thing to do. Tier 2 Sizzle. I almost kind of want to have Lightning in addition to that. But I want to have Echo Ring because it has synergy with one of the characters.
Always.
And we do have... He is going to be leaving soon. Let's give him a... He cannot make that decision. Okay. I took away that decision from him. Understandable. She's the only one who can actually afford getting some better gear. Even if it's going to be short-lived. It's like, sure. It's extra 20 points. Doesn't make a difference. Mina, on the other hand, she's going to kind of stick to her weapon because it's magic she's more akin to. Alright, can we do this skip? Oh, yes, we do sort of need you, actually. Or would we? Because we're switching characters rapidly again.
The 7 realms needs your help.
Alright, it's funny because we can get a perma-snow in a certain spot. Everything else is just getting the bridge. Smoldering rocks. I mean, I guess we can find it along the way. Maybe. All that takes time. And smoldering rocks isn't so bad. Like the quickest of quests. Okay, let's see if I can go for that skip. It's a skip that I used for one of my speed runs back in the day. Which skips a ton of fights. Now, a couple of things have to happen for the skip to happen. First, we have to get clearance. Make sure that even when she makes it up there, there's no threats. Like this thing right here. See, this thing is a threat, maybe, if it sees us. But at that range, it probably ain't gonna bother us. Now, you might be thinking it's really super easy to do this skip, but it's actually really annoying. Very, very annoying. So you could just casually be out there, huh? Harder than it looks, by the way, and then you have to chill for a bit, too. I got really lucky and there's no one around to bother me right now. We have to also tag trick to get our team in here. And somehow that pissed the monkey off. We weren't even near you, monkey. We have full meter, we're good. If something happens, they can hold the enemies off. Don't think he can threaten me once I get high enough. It's a really tight jump, by the way. Won't be able to get it off now until he's gone. Alright, she does pop a magic spell. I forgot about that little extra hit she puts in.
Let's go.
Destiny calls. My turn.
The damn monkey can... maybe he'll run away. It was far enough to where it leaves us alone. Effed it up, okay. And yes, failing up to like 3 times is still enough to like save time, by the way. It's a long stretch, by the way. Real strong. Okay, we got it. I actually didn't know I could recover it from that angle. Now we actually can't hit the door before we hit that little thing right there because we have to hit that red thing over there. This brings all our teammates over here. That's in a tremendous amount of time. Does it work? Let's see.
Destiny calls. My turn.
No, it doesn't trigger it. I guess maybe she's off of the ground and it doesn't work. Because it is a spell. I mean, it should work. And we have to also hope for a perma-snow RNG. Well, nothing is awake right now, so we're good. Oh, he just jumped off. Look at him. Apparently they're pissed off. They disappear once we hit this little trigger thingy.
Let's go.
70, okay. Why did I get that move instead? Well, if I was rough right about now, he would have a field day with this enemy being stuck in this corner like this. Alright, we can survive that. Ruff would absolutely have a good time. And it's always, with Ruff, it's always a matter of placement, really. Where is my enemy placed at? Is it in a corner where my wolves won't go anywhere and I can just drill him consistently? Oh, now he can get away from us. And consider that was 2 hits. I know it seems a lot of unnecessary effort. And you're right. But it'll be worth it once he gets a certain tier of abilities. We'll use her to get out into the open and hopefully have them detecting us, because of course they do. We have to do a loop-de-loop because of course we do. This is really annoying because those robots they tend to not mess with, they keep messing with us. Okay, that is considered out of range for them. I saw slashing. That alerted his attention, really? Okay. We need a Yeti actually in order to get the perma-snow thingy, which I'm not seeing anywhere. Alright, how did we deal with this boss fight? This one's a bit of an annoyance compared to the other ones. We have characters that are expected to die here. Because of course he'll go for stuff like this. But it looks like he won't go for the shockwave, which is the main killing thingy. There's hardly any occasion where he's given me a safe option to do certain things. Like maybe here. I was able to block that one. And yes, this is one way to use her, by the way. Once you know he's not gonna move too much, then you can go for the disco. When you know he's not gonna move around too much.
I'm high stuff, huh?
My bots are actually doing a really good job, honestly. I guess he's trying to answer that, Mina up in the air. Or maybe my spacing's so good. Like there, for example, he aimed at somebody else. So they're just getting the double damage. He's not using his AoEs too often. Alright, before we leave this spot, we need you for movement. Sorry, we need you for movement. I guess we can afford one of these. I guess Cesar could have fun with these monsters since they're here. Yes, they are a particular type of monsters that do survive a lot of hits. Gotta switch. Okay, we can technically start running now. But we need her once again to do it. There is one more teleport we can't hit. Not that it really matters, but we're so close that we might as well try to aim for it anyway. Yes, I guess he's the one who can actually catch up to us. It's not really that important, actually. If we can teleport right here and now, we have to go to Accordia. The hot scotch to the final boss here. The question is, do I really want to switch from Desdemona this early? Alright, there was another part that I forgot about too. Let's see. So there's a couple of things we have to get. Go check the attributes.
Oh, indeed. Use it with focus, always.
And we have to actually go out this way to get this other boss. The last one. And then the extra one, which is going to be a little nice little spot that we go to Hypergrind with Angelo. Which might course correct a couple of things. We could cheekily switch over to a different weapon, but still be a mage too. But we just want to get mage in a good spot first, before he starts becoming a supporter of a different caliber. They went after him. Do you find it kinda dumb Dragon Goku Z and Vegeta transform into Super Saiyan 4 in some of the games? Well, if you hate GT, then yes. But let's be real, that's the only reason, right? I mean, GT brought some interesting things. I think looking back at it today, it brought some stuff that was very important. You know, making a story about the anti-Dragon Balls was the most greatest thing ever, because you knew they couldn't use the Dragon Balls anymore to save themselves anymore. Like, once something happened, it happened. And I think that was it was great, you know? We always knew that was like some sort of, not really a plot hole, but just an easy way out of things, right? I mean, I'm sure everyone knew. Gotta stop doing that. Okay. Not so bad. Not so bad. Yeah, I don't think it's dumb, and honestly. Not that I'm gonna dick ride, you know, some games that allow GT4. It's just like, you know, that'd be like getting angry at Z Fighter for not having any, you know, Dragon Ball, whatchamacallit, 1 support characters. Not even the Pilaf game. You know, and they're relevant, by the way. But we're gonna have Daima. Yeah, it'd be like me getting mad at Daima. Of course, I don't think anyone's gonna complain about getting upset over Super. Let's be real here. Super had some pretty interesting plot holes here and there. Some questionable decisions, and beliefs were completely changed, and it kind of pissed people off. And the budget thing was pretty funny, too. Alright, most people would say this would be the end of everything, but there's one other additional fight that we have to do. Now let's see if we can cheese this boss fight. Possibly. And it is an essential boss fight, by the way, make no mistake. It's something that we will have to take care of after. Something we have to take care of now, let's see. Will she use magic spells, I wonder? Making the enemies a lot harder hitting than the blue ones if they come across. Oh my gosh, I just remember what Lightning Staff purpose was. It increased the damage output on these normal attacks. That was another thing I forgot about. So this could be a bit more tolerable. If the target's fat enough, it'll hit twice. Which is actually pretty substantial. No, it's going after me. Too late though anyway. Okay, I probably popped it a little bit too early. I could have had some setup behind that. Okay. Oh, you were just showing us this chest here? This would mark the end of the playthrough. Truth be told. Once I hit this little checkpoint, that's it. And it's just a matter of, do I really want to switch characters now? So let's see, Cesar's kind of served this purpose, but you know. Like, once we put Cesar away, that's going to be it, people. Then there'll be Desdemona, which I don't think Desdemona will get that much time anyway, because Desdemona will just come in, what, after a slightly small arc. And that's it. Like, poor Desdemona. She can contribute so much more, I get that. Of course she could. But the thing is that, you know, it's just... usefulness just kind of runs out, you know. I mean, to the people who still keep Desdemona around, I guess that's cute and all. I went the wrong way. Okay, I don't have to worry about doing all this jumping until, that happens. And they forced me to do this. Because they always lead in that attack. Always. Good thing there's like a hitbox that I can actually avoid with jumping. Damn cats. Alright, regular chest, it was worth it. Is it worth some money, is the question. It's a funky way to go, but it'll be worth it. Angel will more likely be brought here. More than likely. Where the heck is it at? Behind me. It's behind me. That's where it's at. I just got it confused, that's all. Got the perma now. And we just have to touch a checkpoint here. Should we fight him now? He's technically one of those bosses again. Right, it won't stop until he's gone. Getting meteorite bracelet would be monumental. I was like, why did it trigger now all of a sudden? Alright, it's almost 2 hours. It's been quite the day. And it's already 8 something. That gives me 2 hours to work on some controls to see which ones work and which ones don't. Well, they all work, but I gotta start popping open some controllers and to get them working so I can sell them. because I will refuse to be stuck in a world where I'm full with a bunch of controls and stuff like that. I do.
Congratulations.
Why is Yanni the only one who doesn't wear underwear? According to the lore, beastmen have the exact same body structure as...
What's the name of this anime?
Well, let us pray.
Alright, great. Catch y'all later. Part 6.